Good vibes are on the way.
I love the feel-good stories.
Oh, there'll be sarcasm mixed in, but that just adds to her charm.
So great. I love listening.
Welcome to Aaron O'Malley's Feel Good Frequency.
Hi, welcome to Aaron O'Malley's Feel Good Frequency. I'm Aaron. Happy New Year. Hope it's been a great week so far. If you've already fallen off of the wagon of whatever resolution you started, just jump back on or, find something else to focus on. If you are just joining me and you've never checked out this podcast before, I find people who are making the world a better place and share them with you. And I think the biggest reason I really wanted to do this is because I've been through a whole bunch of crap in my life myself. I've been through some really rough times. I think everyone has their own story to tell. And like they say, everyone is fighting their own battle you know nothing about. So just be kind. And I really just wanted to highlight the kindness because we hear way too much about the bad stuff and people that are making things worse. And I just didn't want to be in that crew. I wanted to find a way to remind you that there are lots of really great people doing spectacular things to just try to make the world a better place. And I love that you've joined me and you're going to be part of my journey. So stick around because it's going to be a lot of fun this year. And thank you to all the guests who have already told their stories and spent time with me. I'm forever grateful. It's just little me. I don't have an editor or a producer or a booker. I'm just the one kind of online trying to find people and trying to find stories to bring them to you. So if you are somebody that has something to tell me, a great thing that you've been part of or that you have started, I would love to know. This is the place to come to talk all about it. You're not bragging, you're sharing, and we need more of a platform to do that. So I welcome you to it. AaronO'Malley'sFrequency.com is my website. It's super easy to email me through that, and I will get right back to you. So thank you in advance for all of that. My first guest of the new year is a junior in high school, and I'm really looking forward to sharing what she is doing to make her community better. And truthfully, I think she's going to end up making the world better with just the initiatives that she has cooking. It's pretty cool. A lot of her story has to do with being in the right place at the right time. That was the catalyst that got her started on what she does now. And it started making me think about the times in my life that I've been in the right place at the right time. Believe me, we've all been in the wrong place at the wrong time too. Well, we're not going down that road today. We're going down the right place, right time. And when you think back on it, sometimes it's incredible that you ended up somewhere that maybe you weren't even supposed to be, but it made a massive difference. I read a story not long ago about a guy who ended up taking a different way home than he normally ever does. And he worked the night shift and he ended up by a street he never is on. And a house was on fire. And he immediately called 911 and ran to the front door and knocked. And I guess their fire alarms weren't working. He got everybody outside and literally saved their lives because one time he went down a road he's never gone down. And if you stop and think about it, I am sure things like this have happened to you as well. Something that I just remembered. So my mom, I went to visit her, this is many years ago, in Pittsburgh. And it was late at night. And I just decided I wanted to go outside and kind of look at the stars. And I'm sitting on her front porch. And out of nowhere, this 3-legged cat comes hobbling up. Never seen it before. I went inside, asked my mom, do you know who this cat belongs to? She had never seen the cat. And he just was hanging out. He did not want to let me leave. He was so sweet and so just friendly. And I told my mom, you have to take care of this cat. The cat doesn't want to leave our front porch. I also inevitably ended up giving the cat some milk, and the cat definitely wasn't leaving at that point. So long story short, the owners of that cat, the cat was not microchipped, but my mom did a lot of research and ended up finding out that the owners moved and had no forwarding address and just left the cat behind. Again, 3-legged cat, and the owners had moved a year before. So I don't even know how this cat that was declawed survived in the winter, but He did. My mom took the cat in, named it Stumpy, and it became my mom's best buddy. I mean, he was incredible. But every time I went to visit my mom, you better believe that cat ran over to me and remembered, like, hey, I'm glad I picked you because you made sure that I had a place to stay. It's things like that that make me smile. That right place, right time. And I just read a story this morning out of the state of Washington. There was a homeless man who ended up, I guess, trying to steal some warm clothes and got caught. Police were called, and these officers who showed up, while they said, this is serious, you can't be stealing things, they started talking to the man and found out that he had a pretty bad infection in his hand and he's living on the streets and somebody stole his antibiotics. And so the infection was getting worse. The police ended up taking him to the hospital, getting treatment that he needed for his hand. And then they bought him a warm jacket and snow pants so he would be as comfortable as they could make him. But instead of just, hey, you're arrested, you're going to the police station in cuffs, they made sure that the man was treated like a human being. And we need to truly get back to that in this world. You're a person first. Whatever is going on, sidebar, he's still going to court. And the officers even said, you still have to show up for this hearing and you can't be stealing things, but we're also not going to let you freeze to death. And it made me think, wow, I'm so glad those were the officers that responded. And maybe any officer would do that. I don't know, but I just know that I'm grateful that that man got kindness because he clearly needed it. So on to my guest today, Ruby. She is a junior in high school, and I'm really looking forward to you getting to know her a little bit because the initiative she started all sprung from an incident that she witnessed when she was just in grade school, and it made all the difference. So I have a very special young lady with me today. This is Ruby Chalupka. Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Erin. Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm very excited to be on Feel Good Frequency and just share some positives in the world today.
Oh, you are so sweet. Well, I'm really honored that you took the time because I know you're super busy because you have started something so special. You're in Austin, Texas. Tell me exactly how you started this incredible project that you have taken on.
Yes, well, it's a bit of a journey. It started way back in 7th grade where I was headed through the lunch line, and when I got to the checkout, there was this one boy in front of me, and before he could take his plate of food and go sit down, the lunch lady says, "You don't have enough money in your account," and takes his plate of food away and gives him kind of just like a pre-made sandwich.
Oh,
I firsthand saw this and thought to myself, well, this isn't fair at all. So that
no.
day I actually went home and researched and found that 3 out of 5 families cannot afford a school lunch, which is very unfortunate and unfair. So I wanted to do something about it, which is why I started Lunchline Candles, which is my business where I make Lunchline scented favorite candles and sell them, which every candle is one free lunch for a kid who can't afford one.
That is so beautiful. This happened back in 7th grade. When did you actually begin the project of the candles?
Yeah, so actually it's kind of a funny story. That year on Christmas, I had gotten a candle making kit, and I actually loved it so much that I found a way to incorporate doing good for the community with doing something that I love, which is making candles.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
It's a great combination. So you said it's things in the lunch line. Are you talking about like, do we have meatloaf candles or?
Oh, no, don't worry about that. It's not like pizza or hot dogs. I kind of focus on my lunchtime favorites. Like this one is pudding cup, which I know
Ooh.
that they used to sell vanilla pudding cups in my lunch line, and I love the scent of that. So I wanted to incorporate that. And we also have oatmeal cream pie, which would be on like the little snack choices that you could choose from for breakfast or lunch. And we also have cinnamon bun, which is a breakfast favorite for me.
Oh, those really sound good. That's way better than the meatloaf I had in my head,
Oh,
though.
no. Don't worry, we do not have any meatloaf scented candles.
So can I ask you, what grade are you still in school? What grade are you in now?
I am a junior in high school.
And you have your own business helping others. This is so remarkable. I love focusing on people, especially your age who are already finding ways to make a difference because honestly, I mean, I loved school and I had fun, but I wasn't thinking about how to make the world a better place. So kudos to you for doing that. And that is so heartbreaking, that story about that kid. First of all, how embarrassing for him to have his lunch taken away from him like that. There had to have been a more classy way to do that. But then for you, that was no accident, for you to be right behind him of all people.
That's what I think too. I think that it was kind of a sign of just like there is so much happening in the world right now, and small steps can make a big impact, like what I'm doing. So, yeah.
Yes. So are you making these candles all by yourself? How many orders are you getting? Do you have a website? I need to know all of these things because I just think you're remarkable.
We do have a website. It is lunchlinecandles.com. You can find our candles on there and read a little bit about our why in the story. And yes, we've actually sold around 950 candles, which is incredible. And
Wow.
it's a lot because I and my family, my mom helps me out with making some of the candles because we make them right here in our kitchen. It's a lot happening doing it at home, but it just makes me feel super fulfilled, like knowing that I am changing someone's life. That's what kind of motivates me to keep going. And we've actually been able to give back to 2 schools so far. Lamar Middle School, which was my old middle school, where it all happened, we gave back $257. So that was incredible. And very recently, I gave back $770 to my high school that I go to now, McCallum High School.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I love that so much. And every candle equals a lunch to a kiddo that otherwise would just get maybe that sandwich, like you said before.
Yes.
That's so exciting. And are you able to do this so it's more of a private thing where it's not obvious who can and can't afford a lunch? How does that work?
Oh, yes. So our main goal is to kind of, how do I say it, pay off school lunch debt as much as we can. So it's not specifically going towards, like, targeted towards one kid or a little group of kids. It's going towards paying off the school's lunch debt rather than giving it straight out to them. And I think that way it's sort of a little bit secret where it's not like, oh, you are not able to afford this, let me pay this off for you. It's just kind of giving back to everybody.
Oh my gosh, you are so incredible. So you're a junior. Are you already looking at colleges? Do you have any idea what you want to do when you get a little bit older? I mean, you're already making a huge difference, so I can't wait to hear this answer.
Yes, I'm actually very excited. I've toured a couple colleges so far. My favorite has been Kansas University. I just love their campus. It's kind of almost like a 1980s fall feeling through all the neighborhoods and stuff. Is so cute. And they have a very good business program, which I'm hoping to go to college for. I'm also looking into marketing and PR as well as international business. So that's pretty cool.
Well, the world is not ready for you because I'm telling you, you're going to take it over at some point. I love this. So, what's going to happen to the candle business? Are you going to try now? I mean, don't put yourself under too much pressure, for gosh sakes. And you still have like a year and a half. But when you go to college, do you have plans as to what will happen to it?
Yes, I'm actually hoping to continue it through college. I'm super passionate about what I'm doing here, and I am making a bit of an impact. It's kind of gone a little bit nationwide. Of course, it's not super nationwide, but it's gone to LA as well as Chicago. So I've been able to share my story, and I'm trying to continue my message and my mission.
I love that. Well, I'm south of Boston, but obviously the podcast is everywhere. So I hope to spread this even more.
Yay, thank you. And I love what you are doing, and I will go ahead and spread it as well because people need more positive in the world. And I think that what you're doing as well, finding those people that can share that message is just so heart touching, and I just love it. So I love what you're doing as well.
Aw, you are so kind. Thank you so much. So I want to know, as far as you're saying you want to get into business, do you think that you will maybe always do something philanthropic? Because it obviously makes you so happy to help others, which I love because people like you're my people. Do you think that you will always try to do something like that?
100% for sure. I love when I was younger, I would do science experiments throughout my elementary days where I would kind of one of my science experiment was paper or plastic. It was about straws. Can a nudge change the choice? And I would do these science experiments where it would kind of edge people to choose the good option, and I'm just hoping to continue to spread the good throughout aging and throughout my years. Yes.
Well, you definitely are already doing that, and I am so proud of you. So the website again, tell me.
Yes, it's lunchlinecandles.com. You can find our candles on there and our mission and our blog, which is what we post about.
I love that. And are you on social media too?
Yes, Lunchline Candles.
Lunch Like Candles. Okay. You have 3 different scents right now. Are you going to expand? How did you pick those scents, by the way?
Yes, we picked those scents because, well, I kind of wanted to think back. Obviously, I did not want to do a pizza scented candle, although that does sound funny. I don't think it would be a very housewarming favorite. So I kind of chose the sweeter side of lunch lines and picked some of my favorites that I loved growing up. So yeah.
Those sound like 3 really wonderful flavors. And honestly, when you walk into a house and it smells like somebody just baked, it really does feel like a big hug. So those were good choices.
Oh, I know it does. And especially when we're making the candles, oh my gosh, the entire house just smells like a warm hug, like a warm bakery, which is super fun.
Now, do you ship these out too, or is this only local?
No, yes, I actually do ship these out. We had a little bit of trouble figuring out the shipping process at first, but we figured it out, so we are able to ship nationwide, which I'm very excited about. And we've gotten quite a few orders from different states and different places, so I'm very excited about that.
Oh, excellent. Well, you're going to have another one because I'm definitely going on the website when we get off here.
Yay!
Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for making the world a better place, especially at your age. It's so commendable, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. And I'm really appreciative of this opportunity to come on here and share some more of my story and why I do what I do. So thank you.
Ruby, thank you so much. Isn't she incredible? Junior in high school. I cannot wait to see what she is going to do with the future because I feel like there's really great things ahead for us from her. Probably the best way to explain it. I wanted to let you know if you missed last week's episode of the Feel Good Frequency, it is a look back at every single guest I had on in 2025. I only started this in the beginning of April. There's a clip from all of my guests in the last episode of 2025. And if you're looking to get caught up, kind of see what it's all about and the wonderful humans that have really truly graced me with their presence here, that is a perfect one to listen to watch if you do this on YouTube, because it summarizes so beautifully all these different people and how every single thing that they're doing is helping other people and making the world a better place. And we need as much of that as we can soak in. A lot of them are running their own businesses and they took time to be on my podcast. So I couldn't be more appreciative. So here's the thing. If you're doing something to make the world a little happier, I'd love to talk to you. I'm not meaning that you need to figure out how to bring us all world peace. That'd be lovely. But it doesn't have to be that extreme. I've had so many people say, oh, well, you know, I do a little something, but it's not that big. But it is a big deal here. We celebrate all of the things that you think are little victories. This is the place to come with them because you inspire others with your story. And that's what makes it so important. ErinO'Malley'sFrequency.com is my website. Easiest place to get a hold of me. I wanted to let you know next week I have this gentleman. He started something called the 25th Project. Oh my gosh, did I love speaking with him. I mean, it's going to take me a while to edit because we talked for over an hour. He's so passionate. He's a really great human, and he is making a massive difference in a community that is often overlooked. And yeah, he's really inspiring. So I'm excited to bring you his wisdom and beautiful kindness. Until then, have a fantastic week, and thank you so much for joining me.